So I wanted to speak about us having more tenacity as believers, having more boldness and strength within the Lord, because like when you read some of the stories in the Bible, specifically I just want to touch on the book of Daniel when it was talking about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I just feel like we need to build up more tenacity, especially being that we're in the last days as believers. But in that story with those three men, they refused to bow down. King Nebuchadnezzar, which was the king at the time, he was forcing everybody to bow down, which kings were like presidents, like when they have laws and things to come about to where they're like, you're going to have to abide by this or these are the consequences. And that's basically what was happening that day. And they were telling them to bow down to a golden image or something like that. And they was like, yeah, we don't do that. We serve God. We don't serve any image. And they refused to do it. They gave them another chance after chance. And they was like, yeah, we don't do that. We're not doing it. And so Nebuchadnezzar threatened to throw them in a fiery furnace, basically to burn to death. And he was like, oh, so y'all not going to do it? I'm going to give y'all one last time to bow down. You're not going to do it? He was kind of shocked. So you really believe your God is going to save you from a fiery furnace? And they was like, yeah. And I'm paraphrasing. They was like, yeah. And but what got me, it wasn't the fact that they believe. It's one thing to believe that God can do a thing. But what really got to me, y'all, was when they said, but even if God don't, even if we do burn in this furnace, he's still God. I was like, baby, where is our tenacity? Because half of us would not go forth in that. Most of us would never go forth in that. Like if we was, we talk a lot, we talk a good game, but when stuff really hits the fan, when stuff really gets going, we don't have that tenacity or that boldness. And we need to work on that in these last days. Like we already at the end, and to be able to hold on, you have got to have some tenacity about yourself. You cannot be weak, because you ain't gonna make it if you're weak. So, and how do you build tenacity? Say that building your relationship with the Lord, spending time with him, reading the word, praying, fasting. That's how you build your tenacity, so that you're strong in the times of trouble, in the times of tribulation. But yeah, we really got to work on that. And long story short, they survived. And what's funny is he was so mad because I guess his ego was robbed. Nebuchadnezzar with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, he literally turned it up 7 times hotter than what he usually do. And they were like, they threw him in there, and they seen the 4th person in there, which they was like, we only threw 3 men in there. That was the Lord in there with them, protecting them. And when they came out, was nothing burnt, not a singe on them, nothing. And Nebuchadnezzar, he got that act right then. He was like, okay, the God y'all serve gotta be real, because y'all should have died. It even killed the guards. It killed his guards that were standing by it, that was about to throw them, that threw them in there, killed them. Man, but the long story short is just that we got to have that tonight. We need to be bold like those of the days of old. I'm telling you, read that story in Daniel. It's pretty powerful, but that's not the only one. There's plenty of stories in the Bible where these people went hard for God. And nowadays, we weak. We need to build the tenacity, y'all. Build the tenacity. Get it right. Because if you don't, you're not going to make it in these times. I see plenty of people already losing their minds, especially since 2020. Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is the icing on the cake. This is not to put you in fear, but this is just to tell you the truth. If you losing your mind now, if you falling for the okie doke on the tell lie vision now, child, you better get it together. Get it together. All right.